As we do every Thursday here, we are doing better business with our friends from the Better Business Bureau. Courtney Butts talked with Joanne Deal from the BBB about holiday scams.
Businesses are often targets of scams with costly consequences. It's important that business owners take those extra precautions to be able to identify and avoid and protect themselves from scams. So tell us, Joanne, about the business email compromise and those phony invoices and directory scams.
Well, this is kind of like BBB's big list of the 12 things that can happen to your business at Christmas. So we're going to start with the ones that are significant and will build. So these first three, the business email compromise characteristically has been an instance where someone is impostoring the boss. Many times every email address will have the letter I or the letter L, and it's easy for scammers to trick you by changing that up. So remember, if you get an email from your boss about buying a bunch of cards or making a big transfer, check with your boss before you get too happy with that send key. And also, with regard to the phony invoices, you get these phone calls all the time, and during Christmas, everybody's really busy, right? If you didn't order something, you could end up with a bunch of office supplies or laptops. One of our hospitals here ended up with tons and tons of hand wash. Remember, check for the invoices with your accounting group. Make sure they know what's real and what's not, and tell them if there's a really large order, check it out with you first. And lastly, directory scams seem to pop up a lot during the holidays because it's the end of the year. They might actually sell you an ad in a directory that's already over with, like the 2025 directory, or they could sell you an ad in a 2026 directory that doesn't actually exist. So don't get happy, don't go too fast, and remember that these are just three of the first things that could happen.
Right, yes, and like you said, I think one of the biggest points and takeaways is to make sure maybe you read or reread what you're getting in your inbox or what somebody is pitching to you so that you're armed with that knowledge and information.
Always. And there are several other ones: identity theft, charity pitches, and phishing schemes, all designed to trick your employees into giving out information they shouldn't. The fake charities are pretty obvious, but with regard to the stolen identity, remember once again, if your name is common or if your boss's name is common, always make sure that you verify with them before you send out information. And with the phishing, there's all these kinds of things that can happen with virtual holiday cards and virtual gifts. So remember, if you're giving out your business's information, you must verify it before you move forward. During the holiday season, we're all distracted with holiday parties and shopping, so do your homework. Right. That holiday office supply scam also ties in with the invoice scam. So make sure that if you're the one in charge of ordering for your office, that you verify information. You should always have a second person looking at that, which is normally good accounting procedure. Right. Coupon books come up quite often. They want to make this big deal for you about how your business can make all this extra money. Coupon books must be verified. Don't jump into that before you check it out. Vanity is another thing. Awards for businesses become quite problematic. Overpayment schemes, you get that big order and your salespeople get excited. Right. It might not be real. And we're going to close with the voicemail hacking. Make sure you're checking on a regular basis to make sure that your business voicemail has not been hijacked by somebody else and they're giving out the wrong email information or giving out too much information. And the last one is really scary, and that is the fake AI services. You get packages to do AI for your business. You get excited about it. Know you need to start doing that, and you check yes or answer yes, and you shouldn't have. So watch out for AI services that you shouldn't trust.
All right. Great tips as always. Thanks, Joanne.
The top 12, but there's always more. So do business better by checking at BBB before you make a decision.